Good morning, good morning. Just left the area of Bareface shelter. It was a good night. I mean, didn't hike much yesterday. Well, hiked 9 miles. It's not horrible. But a lot of distractions, and there's more distractions today. But I am going to try to get more miles. I'm going to try to limit my other breaks to give myself time to enjoy a big break. I will have like my little breakfast thing, but I'm going to try not to lollygag so much today. I mean, granted, when we got to the camp store, we were kind of getting ready to leave, and then the storm came in. But then we spent an egregious amount of time there afterwards. I met a few people. That was cool. Well, I already knew Gummy Bear from the hostel the other day. I met Gritty. I met Vapor. 2 very cool young women. And we just kind of had a good time. And I gotta allow myself that. I can't like beat myself up over like having fun. But I'm starting to feel kind of a time crunch. Trying not to let it get in my head too much. Only as much as it actually has to be. You know, I want to be aware of my time, but I think we're still good. This is when you've seen an entire bubble pass through. Makes me wonder, but I think we're fine. I think I'm just being a little over anxious about it. Still plenty of hikers on the trail. It's not like I'm getting increasingly lonely or anything. In fact, I think I've met more people that I actually like lately than I did at the beginning. I mean, I liked people, but I just knew there was no point in forming big relationships with folks that I knew were going to be just miles ahead of me. And I'd have no hope of keeping up with. But yeah, there's the one big stop today, the biggest wayside. They have a sit-down restaurant and everything. I don't know if I'll eat at the sit-down restaurant, but I definitely will have something there and take a big break. Because we got to start thinking about getting some miles. Sorry to start this with an uphill, but you would have had to wait a while. Well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered to you. But it would have been a little later down the trail before I made my first clip. Yeah, anyway, I will get back with you with more thoughts later, I'm sure. I'm gonna do this climb and let myself breathe the way I need to. Alright, see you down the trail. Hey y'all, I am currently just probably a little more than 2 miles out of the big wayside, the wayside of all waysides. It's the biggest one in the park, like full store, gas station. There's a lodge there, all this, like yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little time there, probably have a couple beers. I haven't decided whether I'm gonna like just eat a snack or I'll probably have a lunch. I don't know. I probably won't go to the sit-down restaurant. If they have a grill kind of like the one, I don't know. Those blackberry shakes are good, but they're $8. So, but I've heard the portions down here are good. So I don't know if it differs, because I had an opposite opinion of the portions back at the last wayside. Yeah. Oh, something I forgot to mention. Another great thing about Small Axe Farms when I went there, is I was like out of like snacks and stuff. So they had a small selection of resupply that you could get. And when I needed honey buns, when she told me the price, I was like, whoa, that's cheap. Like, apparently they get stuff from Costco and she doesn't mark it up, like, at all. She like just breaks even on it, I guess. But that's not only rare on the trail. I mean, most people have at least modest markup. Some of them are a little more than others, but to have no markup, that's pretty, I think, unique. And man, I don't know if I want to spread the word on that or not. Yeah, I don't want her to have to run to Costco every 3 days. Well, season's kind of over for that, like coming to a stop for them, but I'm not gonna like advertise that fact. Just, I don't know, maybe I should. Maybe it would give them more business, but maybe they're satisfied with the amount of business they have, though. So who am I don't know. But that's a huge bonus. So yeah, today's going pretty good. It doesn't seem to be as hot today. It doesn't look particularly, I don't know. I haven't been able to get a weather update yet, like for a whole day, just about. Well, not a whole day. I guess the last one I got was at the camp store back there. But I don't know, last I looked at it, there were thunderstorms pretty much predicted for every day. I forget what the chances and stuff were. After a day or two out, it's not all that accurate anyway. You gotta get stuff like based on like current radar and stuff. So yeah, I still gotta figure all that out. But unless something happens like at the camp store yesterday and I get pulled into fun, I mean, it'll be a long stop. I mean, I'm not gonna like rush because I want to experience it. I think I'm just starting to feel the pressure of getting done, which is a shame because I don't want to feel that way. But it's alright. There aren't too many. Today's not too bad. Some ups and downs, but nothing crazy. Enough to keep the blood pumping. The climbs and stuff remind me of like earlier Virginia, where they were steep and brutal but short. These haven't been very steep or brutal so far today, so. And my little thing on far up, my elevation map says it's low elevation change to miles today, so that's a good thing. The higher the number, the steeper and more arduous the climbs tend to be. But today's is fairly gentle. Alright, maybe if I think about it and I'm lucky, I'll get you some footage of this wayside coming up. I know I haven't gotten any. I should have took some pictures of the camp store. It was a cool little place. Like me and the other hikers were discussing, like, this would just be a cool place just to come for a weekend or something during the summer, like as a little family vacation or something. Like just the Shenandoah National Park itself would be nice for like a nice slow road trip. Nice road trip destination. Good. Well, I could get like forever out of this place, but you could get a good, I would say 3 days or so. I mean, it depends on how much you like what it has to offer, but just the relaxation of, they had these, I mean, they're rustic, obviously, but kind of cool little cozy looking cabins. Every campsite up there has a bear box. It was pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if it's $30 to camp. Cool, because that's what it is. It's camp. $30. That's kind of crazy in my mind. Camping, I mean, that's almost a hostel right there. And yeah, I guess, if you're just a family recreating, that's not a big expense, but yeah, I don't know about all that. It seems kind of weird to have to pay so much to use something we technically already own. Kind of odd, that. Anyway, I will get back with you when we get down closer to, when we get around the wayside. All right, see you down the trail. Here's a nice view. I'm feeling like stopping in the middle of the day for a huge meal at a wayside is not conducive for great hiking afterwards. I feel so sluggish and full and bleh now. It's alright though. I'll get over it. I'm almost done with this climb, and then maybe I'll work it out going downhill. I gotta try to push through it so I can get some miles. It's drizzling a little bit. And no, I didn't get any footage by the wayside. There are a lot of people there. I forgot, it's Sunday. There's gonna be a lot of people around. So it was pretty crowded. I mean, not too bad. It took a while to get food and stuff, so. Spent a little bit of time down there. Had like a 4-piece chicken with 2 sides. So I was already full, and then I had ice cream and a beer. So yeah, I stuffed myself. I feel like I should be taking a nap, not hiking, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Haven't run into any of my new pals today so far. That's alright. Social batteries could use a little recharge anyway. Maybe they'll be where I camp or whatever. But this wayside had good portions. The food was good. Overpriced, but that's what you expect at places like this. Really, the only thing doesn't seem overpriced at these places is beer. Beer seems relatively cheap. There's been some thunder. I don't know if I'm gonna get hit by the thunderstorms. It's kind of like piddling, but I don't know. I still haven't been able to get an updated forecast. The little teeny bit of service I've gotten has been like just rotten. Can't do much of anything with it. Anyway, I'm going to keep hiking here. Try to shake off this post-lunch funk and get with you a little bit further down the trail. All right. Got a couple deer here. And a fawn. What's up, park deer? There's the deer and the fawn. Oh, that one's not such a baby anymore. Look at her. It, he, she, whatever. What's up? Off they go into the woods. There they go. There was a campsite back there. That looked really tempting, but I gotta push on. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that little wildlife encounter. Let's see what's up here before I turn the camera off. Looks like there might be some sort of view. Can't really see much. Well, I think the climb's over anyway. Alright. Well, see anything else cool, I'll turn the camera on. Alright, see you on the trail. Here's a view for you to check out. That's nice. Beautiful stuff. So, less than 2 miles from the shelter, which is probably where I'm going to end up tonight. Well, almost assuredly. Feel a bit better. Feel a bit less bloated. Bit less sluggish, but the day is coming to a slow end here, so looks like there's a camp spot back there. So yeah, not a bad day. I'm not gonna get a whole lot of miles, but I didn't expect to with that big wayside stop. I don't know how many more of those I'm gonna do, because I don't know. It's nice to get something different to eat and something cold to drink, but I just end up spending too much time. I didn't run into anybody I knew there, so we'll see what happens. Seems like I might have missed the afternoon rain. I did get drizzled on just a little bit, not even enough to really notice. But yeah, tomorrow's a weird day, because I don't know. Well, I'll probably have another day like this tomorrow, and then a short day to go to Luray, so yeah, I'll probably have a plan in place by tomorrow. I'll update everybody about that. But I might squeeze one more clip in before camp, I might not. We'll see. But if this is the last one, I will catch you down the trail. If it's not, well, I'll still catch you down the trail. All right. See you in a bit.